Hi, this is Jindo. Welcome to Tree Leaf. We're about to enter our 100-day Ango season, commencing August 29th. Ango is a time of dedicated, sincere, consistent practice, making that little extra effort at no effort that we make in our just sitting practice. Trying very, very, very hard, a little extra harder than usual, all for nothing to attain. It unofficially begins this weekend with a visit from Jean-Marc Bazi, who's another lineage holder from Nishijima Roshi. He's visiting from Lyon, France, and he's going to be staying with us here at Tree Leaf in Tsukuba, Japan for most of this week. We're going to have sometime this weekend a special 6-hour Zazen Kai with Jean-Marc. Now it's usually on Saturday night Japan time, which is Saturday morning most places, but I'm not sure when the time will actually be. Please check back here to make sure. Please look at our blog to confirm the time. Mark's travel plans mean I can't set the time quite yet. It will probably be sometime Sunday here, which may be sometime Saturday where you are, or Sunday where you are, and in all likelihood, for a lot of folks, it's going to be in the middle of the night, and I don't expect you to sit with us live. The wonderful thing of what we do around here is you can sit with us at any time, dropping all thought of time. Please sit with the recorded version. I hope especially all the people who will be participating in Ango will make the effort to sit this special 6-hour retreat with Jean-Marc as soon as they can. It'll be available to you. But Ango is something that will be filtering through all we do this coming week as we get ready for it to begin on August 29th. I was rereading one of the great spiritual classics of all time, Cutting Through Spiritual Materialism by the late Trungpa Rinpoche, who is quite a wild guy. And this is a book that tells us not to make a lot of mistakes that, well, folks make about spiritual practice. One of the things that's very appropriate to our Ango that's coming up is, and I'm going to post a little of this if I can on the blog. He says, this is not about heroics as much as the depth and sincerity of what we're doing. It's not about how hard we do this or how many brownie points we get for the length of our sitting or how many fancy ceremonies we go through or spiritual attainments or the funky clothes we wear that look like Japanese clothing or Tibetan clothing. He said it's got nothing to do with any of that. That's spiritual materialism. Clutching after something, clutching after the outward costume of it all. He says it's about the sincerity of what we do, being willing to open up right to the marrow, to find out what this self is and how this self causes us to get tangled up in self, and finding out how to be free of the self. It's a matter of opening and being willing to, as he puts it, let the surgeon's knife cut us right to the quick, as opposed to just thinking that it's a matter of how hard we're doing this. As in our Ango, it's a matter of the sincerity. As I'm saying about our Ango many times, it's not about just increasing the quantity of the time or the pain, the physical pain. It's about the sincerity, the openness, the consistency of what we do. Even if you sit for 1 extra second or 1 extra minute each day over what you usually do, just be totally open to that minute. Fight very, very hard as we do in this practice. Fight with all your might, all knowing that there's no war to win. We strive We move forward. We're diligent, knowing that there's no place to go, no mistake we can make. Yet we're diligent and ever moving forward. We walk up that mountain step by step by step, knowing that the mountain is ever underfoot. Well, you've heard me talk about this all the time, but this is Trungpa Rinpoche's point. I hope during this Ango and during the coming Zazen Kai with John Mark and the Raksu sewing for our upcoming Jukai and all we do, I hope that you will practice with great passion and intensity, all to be beyond the passion, beyond all thought of intensity. What's the opposite of intensity? Anyway, enough for today. Shall we sit with that? What's the opposite of intensity? Unintensity.